Now we'll look at survey naming in Compass. And the key concepts we're going to look at. Again, we've looked at this a number of times. Why naming is important. Well, it gives the user confidence in the data, it makes it easy to locate the data he wants, etc. Naming properties. Names should be logical, informative, correct, consistent. Again, we've looked at this a number of times. Don't just accept default naming. Use something that describes the data below it and will be meaningful to other users. In my opinion, survey names should relate it to the wellbore. I also like to add the hole size. I like to add the survey tool type and whether it's field or final data. We'll get into that soon. And naming our survey export files can be useful. Naming our IPM files can be useful. The IPM files, these are the files that define a survey tool's characteristics and determine the error associated with a particular tool. And the last point, as always, make the naming fit your workflow and your local environment. Here's an example of some survey naming, and we talked before about how useful naming can be. Even up here at well level, we see some consistency in the well naming. Then down at well bore level, here we're seeing we've got an original well bore, our AWU 15, then we have a sidetrack 15S, another sidetrack 15S2. Here's a design, an actual design. It's also called 15S2. Of course, it belongs to the 15S2 well bore. We see that we've got a third sidetrack here. This is the third sidetrack well bore, but we're specifically talking about survey naming. Here's our survey log. We have this actual design selected, so of course we see that the survey associated with that carries the same name. It also carries the hole size and the tool type. Our naming is consistent and it's informative, telling us the hole size, the survey type. It's relating it to the well bore. And then if we look at the survey program, these are the survey logs that make up the actual well path for our AWU 15S2. And if we start down the bottom here, we can see just from the naming that it tells us the parentage of our sidetrack. We can see that S2 is tied in 6 and an 8 to 15S, and we can see that its parent is 15.